Very proud of you.
Yes.
Very proud of you.
His parents should be proud.
Yes. Yes. So we're gonna get to some hot topics and some current events.
Before you go, we got Kiara's auntie on the post. TT Rachel says, "Hey niece."
Hey,
I think she
Rachel.
talk like that.
She do.
Okay.
Hey, auntie, make sure you come and watch us next week too when Kiki not here.
Uh-oh. Sneak this.
Oh.
Kiki Jones says, "Big ups to Jaden Smith. Much
Yes,
respect to that."
Absolutely.
Yes. Now, who said that?
Kiki Jones.
Thank you so much, Kiki Jones. Yes, this is a 20-year-old young man who was taking his influence and star power and taking it to do something for someone else.
Yes.
We have influential people with millions and billions of dollars, and they really don't give a damn about those people.
Yes.
And
It's been going on for years.
5
too,
years.
Yeah.
It's been going on for five
Too long.
consecutive years, and no one has really stepped in besides himself, Jada Smith. We did have Judge Greg Mathis, who is from Detroit, who's been giving up water as well. There was one more person, Mr. Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson is the other third one who's been giving water to Flint.
That's crazy because
And
it
it's
seemed
like
like
really
Magic could end it. With the money he got, it seemed like he could end it.
A lot of celebrities.
Well, we need to
they
actually.
really got
If
together.
they exactly
yeah.
do it right.
Well, how about the lawmakers? The lawmakers are the ones. We got to start from the bottom up,
Agreed.
or the top down, or whatever we're going to do it. But we can't just take these. You know, it's not about the movie stars, and it's not them.
No,
It's
right.
the actual lawmakers who get paid to do these things.
That
Right.
should end it. It should
Yeah,
never be happening.
it should not be happening, especially in America.
In America,
And
right?
they especially want to build an $8 billion fucking
And then
wall.
the thing is, you don't even hear about it until something like this happens. When Jaden steps up and does something, you haven't even really heard anything about it.
Yeah, it was a long trip. You forget about it.
Yeah, yeah. So that's just great at 20 years. I wish I was thinking like that at 20 years old.
What were you thinking about at 20?
I was in love.
Pussy.
Pussy.
Go ahead, sir.
So, I think this is Kiki your first time going live, right?
Yeah, I don't go.
Kiki getting big love.
Hey, everybody coming in to say hi. Monica Bradford and Lisa Johnson.
Hey, girl. And Lisa say,
She's on Unapologetic 2.0 right now. Every
Y'all gotta
Wednesday.
watch the show every Wednesday. So look, everybody on my live, if y'all ain't sitting at home, not doing nothing, just scrolling Facebook, y'all chime in and watch the show, comment, watch every Wednesday, spread the word. It's reality, it's real. Y'all ain't doing nothing but sitting on Facebook gossiping anyway.
Now, don't diss him, Kiki.
I'm just saying, that's what we doing. It's just being real. It's the truth. So chime in and watch.
Saying that you being real, when you hear your freakiest friend name, could you direct it to me? Because we saying people name, you're not telling me.
Add Antonio Reed on Facebook.
You don't have to, though. You really don't have to.
Everybody on our phone, we got Shady Pines saying, hey, everyone.
Hello, Shady Pines, and thank you so much for your reporting.
And
It's what
Sade,
you've been doing.
and
Some very
Sade.
good reporting.
Oh,
So make sure you
Shady
keep
Pies
watching.
on yours.
He on hers.
You got all the numbers, baby.
I told you.
Fuck
Yeah,
iPhone.
I've never had so many likes at one time.
Then Sade Anderson said hi.
Hey, Sade.
Is this the
Yeah, because I.
P Hood Son said, hey, Kiki.
Hey, Pat.
Hey, she just getting a wow.
Okay.
Hold on, wait.
Damn.
Kim Wyatt.
Hey, TQ.
Hey, Kiara.
That's
Wow.
My cousins too.
Man,
TJ.
back up.
Shameless plug by TJ.
Well, that is great. As I said, I was on the bus when I made the actual post. And when I got off the bus and went to my workplace, I had like 33 people. So it was just like, and that was like 15 minutes.
See, that's not
So it was like
that's normal for you, but 33 likes for him in that time period is kind of crazy. It's like oh, I'm popular. Oh wow.
I was very happy about that. I was really happy. I was like, oh my God, I'm actually popular. So I was really happy about that. So we're going to do some hot topics and some current events and keep things going. People in the background. Is that okay back there?
Who is Shady Pines?
Troy.
It's Troy.
That's my cousin.
I never met Troy.
You did meet Troy.
No, I didn't.
Well, you're going to meet Troy.
He be on here every Wednesday.
Yeah, but he's going to actually be a guest.
He's on.
We're going to be a guest because we really like Shady Pines.
Oh, no.
we gotta
I'm
do it
not
on
gonna
the
get
show.
on
Yeah,
there.
he's very
He a
good.
party.
So we're going to go to some hot topics. So 4 weeks until today.
Okay.
Again, I have my bandana. voting.
Voted.
So I
Okay.
got like, so I don't want you guys to think that I'm wearing the same band from, so I have a few of them. I went to the voting station.
So you voted early?
I early voted.
Okay.
Yes. So and when I early voted, was that old black woman that Google.
Okay, so y'all know I'm not from Chicago, so I've been watching the commercials and stuff, and I've been listening to y'all every week or whatever. So this is for mayor.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, well that actually shoots down what I was going to ask, because I thought that you were the resident of Illinois.
No.
Okay. Well,
You don't do your research.
Well,
So, yeah, she's not.
okay.
So she really don't care,
Okay.
Tony or
Well,
Lightfoot.
well, let's say
No.
that you have the opportunity. I'm going to still
Okay.
continue the questions.
Okay.
Okay. So as I said, 4 weeks until today, we will have a new mayor. And TJ is voting for Lightfoot.
Yes.
Even though he hasn't voted yet.
Yes, I'm
And
too
we
busy.
don't know
Too
when
busy.
he's going
Too
to vote.
busy.
But he know he has to vote by April 2nd.
Yeah.
My question to
If I
Ms.
work on April 2nd, I won't be voting.
to Ms. Wyatt
If he
is,
dies, he dies.
I was going to ask you, who were you voting for? Who would you vote for? If you was a resident of Chicago, Illinois, who would you vote for and why?
Does she know the facts?
I don't really know the facts, but from listening to you guys every
Okay.
week
Oh, thank
and
you.
seeing some of the commercials since I have been here since Sunday and I've been watching TV here, I would probably vote for Lightfoot.
Why?
My type of girl.
Why?
Just from what she's presented, just what she stands for, from what I've seen, not knowing her fully, just because I'm not a resident here.
We can take that.
I would just go off of that.
Okay. Okay. That's okay. Well, as
And I feel like she is an actual member of the community. Like she's South Side. Like she's actually lived this. Like she knows what she's standing for. Like,
Both of them dykes live in.
And I,
well, Tony Pepper, because I actually saw a video. Tony Pepper is not a dyke.
What?
She has children.
Lightfoot
We know-
definitely.
We know she is.
We know she's not out the closet.
Yeah.
But Tony Pepper
That other one
is
ain't
not. No.
They both.
Look, she
Stop.
shot Deshaun.
Tony Prepwinkle was
Prank.
married and she had children.
It's
Michael
She's
Jackson got kids
divorced.
too.
Lori Lightfoot got a child.
No, she's not.
You,
No,
let's
Tony
just
Prepwinkle is
skew it to her.
Yeah,
So we
she's
should
just-
assume.
Right, she's just a lady.
Okay, she
who
in
had a white man.
she's not all the way in the closet, but she by the hangers. Do that help you?
Yes, I think.
That's
Not gonna play with you. Not tonight.
Okay, so yeah, I would probably vote Lightfoot.
Okay,
Oh,
okay. TJ, you want to go or you want me to keep going?
No, you got one.
Okay, so the motor report just came out. We have a
No,
motor
let's go with Mike. Mike found it very hilarious, so let's see what it said.
Shady Pines, you know he
Okay.
had something to say. He said, "Get on the right foot with Lightfoot."
I
Yeah,
agree.
absolutely.
He also said-
I only voted for Lightfoot.
He also said, "Tony, I can't."
I'm up here
Tony
doing
gonna
your
take.
job.
Gee, Tony, shut up. Tony gonna take away our sugar. Can't hide that shit.
I agree with you, Troy.
We don't know what stream of
I
money
guess
she's
we
gonna
pissed
come
off Deshaun's wife, and she know I'm not gonna change how I talk. She says, "Okay, now you guys, dyke is a very disrespectful word. I can't accept the disrespect. Now, Kiki, you either married to Deshaun or you gay.
Well,
Pick a fucking lane on the
don't-
show."
Well, she is a married woman for 5 years, and we are so happy that you have been married that long, and we are really happy about it.
She also told TJ, "Leave my husband alone. He's very popular
Thank
in
you.
regards to the
Thank
33
you.
likes."
I am very
Yeah,
popular.
that's good. Good for him. I'm happy for him.
Thank you so much. And just a very small story before we move on to the Mueller report. I got locked out of my other Facebook account,
Yeah.
and I had to restart a new Facebook account.
Yeah.
Oh.
And as I said, in just a couple of hours, I had over 700 people to go ahead and do what I told them to do.
Nice.
So,
No, that's good enough.
Don't get it twisted.
But you shouldn't have said the 7.
No,
You should have said. You should have said 700 live.
No.
You should have said 700 live with only 33 likes. That's what makes it.
Well, see, I was 7. We're gonna get some more comments. We're gonna get some more comments.
Icy Natasha, she says, "Hey."
Clear that, dude.
Icy Natasha says, "Hey."
Hey,
Hello,
Hey,
Icy
Icy.
Natasha.
Greg John says a lot of dykes have
he
kids.
did say
Of
that.
course.
And Icy Natasha said, "There's something she's hiding. She looks sneaky. I don't trust." Let me finish.
Oh.
No.
She said, "I don't trust Lightfoot anymore. At least Prepwinkle is sort of transparent." She say I ain't voting for either of them bitches.
Okay, but what is? Just please respond to what is Lightfoot? Why is she sneaky?
And we'll get back to you.
She's been very transparent about everything. If
It's
anybody is
the haircut,
sneaky,
man.
it is.
Yeah, I'm not feeling the
With
The
haircut.
haircut.
I don't like
They
it.
both got
I
the
don't-
same haircut.
No,
The
Craig
other
Wiggle
one's
got the
haircut is
curl.
kinda big.
It's
It's
crunchy.
like,
Her got a perm. Lightfoot just let it
Got the low, the buzz.
She just snap it out.
The buzz, the pick it out.
Yeah, she dab it out. She dab it out and put the clippers on it.
Yeah.
Line it up.
The number
She
3.
don't put all that. She don't put all that oils
She
in
don't
those
put the
grapes.
products.
Those grapes.
Tea
and
tree
oils.
oil.
Okay, comment. Leave that lady alone.
Icy Natasha goes on to say, Prepwinkle is concerned about the rise in sugar beaties our culture is being exposed to.
Yep.
What else
Mike-
Periwinkle did?
Mickey kindly says, hey,
Hey,
what are
Mickey.
you guys up to? Is this a male or a female?
Mickey is a female.
Okay, what up, Mickey?
Mickey
Add me.
Hey,
Corey.
Mickey.
Corey.
Don't add him. Don't add him.
That's a shit.
Mickey, we're about to talk about something. We're about to talk about updated events and news that's in the news
Hot
right now. Hot topics.
Hot
If you want to hear some real stuff, real stuff, check us out on Friday with the Fab Five on.
Ooh, that is very good.
That was a good plug.
Fab Five Fridays on Facebook Live. Also, we are on Twitter. We are on YouTube. We are on
and Instagram.
Snapchat. Don't forget
Y'all
to
are
watch.
not on Snapchat.
We are on
We are on
Snapchat.
Snapchat.
Just keep moving.
Oh, stay on Snapchat.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay on Snapchat.
So catch them on
Damn,
Friday nights, please. We are also on YouTube as well. So if you want to go back and catch up on the other shows that you didn't get a chance to watch, you can catch us on YouTube as well. Don't forget about Jars by Jasmine. That is my
I need one of those while I'm here.
Yeah,
Jars by
Jars by
Jasmine,
Jasmine.
if you watching tomorrow, I'm going to hit your DM on Instagram.
Okay,
I
I'm gonna
need
make sure that happens. I'm gonna make sure all
She
that
on
happens.
Rogers and Kiki up. Some
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Jasmine,
Might as well show your face on Friday.
on the real.
Okay.
Icy Natasha said she was covering up for those crooked cops. Are you serious?
That is true. That is true.
Well,
I have done my research on Lightfoot.
we voted for
I have done that.
Lightfoot.
You talking about Lightfoot?
Really?
Yes.
Who, Lightfoot or the other one?
No,
What's covered?
Lightfoot.
Lightfoot.
No.
Then
Lightfoot
Shady
was-
Pine say, how about there are 2 sisters in the race for mayor, period?
That's true. Agree. We happy about that.
Agree.
We
That's-
just making fun out of it a little bit. Shady Pine.
Yeah, now Shady, I'm
We don't
related to
care
that.
who wins, honestly. I don't know.
Harold Wash.
Okay, so
I care. Willie Wilson.
well,
But
he's asleep right now.
you don't know where that man is.
He's sleeping.
But we're gonna keep on moving on to the Mueller report. Okay, so Mr. Mueller has been, as President Trump will say, on a witch hunt to find something against him that says that he was in some kind of collusion with the Russians about saying that the Russians did something to mess up the election in 2000 and was it 8 or 9?
8. I want to say 8.
What was it, 18, 16? No, red, but 16, 12. 2012, right?
Well,
So whenever he did that, there was a big investigation on Donald Trump.
Right.
Okay, and so the actual report says that there is no collusion. That they're saying so saying there's no collusion. They're saying that the Russians and Trump did not conspire to make himself the 45th president of the United States of America. So my question, always to the greater half of the show, and my friend, and he is the entertainment reporter as well. That is that guy right there, Mr. TJ Van Turner. Is this a win for making America great again country?
no. It's not a win for making America great again, but it also is a lose for Mueller because if you can't get him off that, and there's no evidence or whatever, let it go. Find something else, because he has a whole bunch of other things that he did.
Obstruction. It's not
Exactly.
obstruction.
So find something else. Let it go. You can't get him off that, whatever. But he's doing a lot of things to bury himself. And it's just, no, it's not a win for make America great again, but it's not a win for us either.
Okay, well, let's just take it. Let's just take it, Ms. White. I'm going to ask you the same question. Let's just say that you are the president of the United States of America, okay? and they have been probing you. They have been all in your business. They have been putting these investigations on you, federal investigations on you, and now they go and they lock up all of your associates and peoples and lawyers, but at the end of the day, they find out that the person that they thought, the Russian president, they thought that he and you were together in collusion to make yourself the president of the United States of America, and they find out that that is not true. Is that a win or a lose?
I don't think it's necessarily a win or a lose. I just feel like, in reality, what's done in the dark comes to the light. It's something else that's going to come up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not a win for him.
I don't think so.
No, absolutely not.
I don't think so.
Please.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
We got comments.
We're gonna go to the comments, please.
You know, Icy Natasha speaking her mind tonight.
Go
She
ahead.
say Trump married a Russian bitch, so he lying.
Oh, I agree.
And then she
I
also
agree.
says, hell no. He doesn't give a fuck about America unless it's white America.
Agree.
Agree.
I agree with
And somebody over here said they got the answer to all of this. I don't know.
Chalant Williams says they got paid to take the fall.
you.
And can be sentenced long years in prison. The dude that brought it to him
You are listening to the
make
voice
millions of
of
dollars and goes
the
free.
mayor that
And that-
I voted for.
This one was running for president.
Which time he spoke on the
This
phone.
is Mr.
And not
Willie Wilson.
corrected
He wanted to acknowledge
injustice.
all
Like this should be
What the hell
brought
is he
to
saying?
president.
Acknowledge all
If elected,
He
it would
also
be.
wanted to
Abolish
say,
all speed cameras?
yes,
Yeah.
speed cameras and red light cameras. Any cameras that's set up, he wanted to take them down. He also wanted to, because he wanted to make fun of them, he also wanted to take the contracts that Rahm Emanuel has given his white counterparts, and those contracts will be in place after he leaves as well.
So how many years do the mayor have before? Okay. So in another 4 years, since we know Willie will not be winning this election, we gonna go back and we gonna come back in 4 years. Hopefully this show will be.
So is that the current mayor here?
No,
Okay.
no.
That's
We're talking about
that's
Willie.
the
Oh,
person
okay.
who ran and came in third place.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And he
Close
threw his
third,
support
real
behind,
close.
and he threw his support behind Miss Lightfoot as well.
Jump in real quick. Shady Pines. 36 or 37 people associated with Trump were charged and arrested. Let's not forget that. That to me is
true.
fucked up enough. Trump cannot and should not be trusted,
Oh,
collusion or not. He is an epic failure as a president.
agree.
You got
Epic failure as a president. Well, he has 2 more years, Shady
stop.
Pines, so
I
we're
got
gonna
that.
find out. We're gonna find out.
I
I'm
see
still gonna
Natasha.
do that.
Y'all know I don't sugarcoat. Then Greg says, "Nah, leave those cameras up."
Greg, that's
those
bullshit.
cameras.
Kiss my ass, Greg.
Gregory Johnson.
I'm about to leave the
He's
camera.
he's a retired Marine.
And he's not in Chicago.
And he has to be a Republican because we the people of Chicago who are Democrats and liberals, and I think I'm starting to become more of a socialist. A socialist.
Why?
Because I'm really equal rights for all.
Yeah.
That's what socialists are really all about. And we have some questions for you, which are called VCQs.
What does VCQ stand for?
VCQs
Yeah,
are,
explain.
and this is a portion of the show that's coming up later. We have a lot for you.
Get to
That's called viewer choice questions.
Before you get into that, Icy Natasha says, "Get rid of those fucking cameras."
I agree.
I see flashing lights
Both for
every
Willie
day.
Wilson.
You see, I
Both
see
for
flashing
Willie
lights.
I
like-
fucking tickets since I've been here.
I like the refund check.
She said, "I see flashing lights every day." Stephanie Carlotta says,
Stephania.
Stephania. Willie Wilson is my guy. He has 4 years.
I want to hear this.
They say he has 4 years of speech. What?
Therapy to get them together.
He has 4 years to have a speech therapist get him together.
I can play it again if you want me to.
Hashtag,
No.
hashtag he got the cash.
He does have cash because he is a self-made millionaire
Agreed.
who used to pick cotton and corn to make a living but he got into
Like
the
he would
medical-
manually.
So he was a slave?
He was a person. He wasn't a slave. His grandparents were slaves, but he was still shucking corn and picking cotton.
Shucking.
Because I read his book.
Shucking.
Shucking corn.
Not shucking and
and
jiving,
picking
shucking
cotton.
corn.
Slave.
Shucking corn
Okay.
and picking cotton.
Slave.
Okay.
Shucking.
But he got into the medical industry and put his money into the medical products and became a multi-millionaire. And not just that, he was a owner of 2 McDonald's as well.
Dang.
And he
Okay,
put his
Willie.
own people
The one
to
on
work.
47 Cottage
Willie.
Road.
No.
Willie.
The one that got shot up.
The one in the
No.
corner.
That's
Willie.
the 63rd.
Willie,
I don't know.
we know you watching this. Deshaun, you right here.
Yes.
Your
And
spokesperson.
if you run again, Willie Wilson, I will be out there to stump for you myself. I'm
And
letting you
shuck
know
that
that.
corn, Willie.
I sure will.
There you go.
And
Because
before
I
y'all,
know he paid.
before y'all move on, Gregory John says the city can't afford to get rid of millions of dollars. They don't run the lights.
No, we can't get rid of them cameras. We
He
can't
say
get-
just don't run the lights. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I mean, but that's the thing, though. We have cameras for if you make a right turn, they're gonna get you. If you go 31 in a
Bullshit.
school zone, they're gonna get you. It's like you can't win.
It's a big city and they trying
You
to turn it into a
cannot
fucking
win.
town.
And
So,
Illinois is a broke ass state.
It is.
They gotta find any way to make up for
tax the
whatever.
cigarette.
And that's the reason why Tony Prep
Oh, they
will
taxing
not
them
become
already.
Tax
mayor.
them
Those motherfuckers
because
fast
she-
as hell for
because
one
she
box.
Tax
put
them till they
that
quit.
tax on.
Yeah.
That's why she
Shit,
will
that
not
shit
become
stank
mayor.
on the road.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get to some entertainment.
Please.
We
Can we
go-
say what Isaac
Let's go.
Tasha said? No, Isaac said Willie Wilson talks like he got beat every day shucking. So, Deshaun, get back to the show. We love you. Willie Wilson talks like he got beat every day shucking that corn.
That comes from who?
That's Isaac Natasha.
Icy Natasha, let's not think about his speech impediment. It's not about
That is about it. What do you
it's
mean?
not about the speech impediment, okay? Because if that's the case, going back to biblical days, if Moses had a speech impediment, and if we just went on just a speech impediment, the people would have gotten to the promised land, and we, the people, will not be here right now.
But Moses would have got the tablets and
This
he
is
just
So you
go.
not-
this is 2019.
It sure is.
And he had a whole stick.
And he is a self-made millionaire.
Moses wasn't no millionaire.
You don't know what Moses was.
Okay.
Okay? Either do I. By the way.
But
we don't know that.
Moses
But what
can
we
talk-
know is that Willie Wilson came from nothing and
Big time
became a
Pokemon.
multi
And not
millionaire.
injustice. Like
I
this
don't
should
care
be
how he talks. I'm
hard
going
to
to
be
stump for
president.
him next
Just be like
the
this.
next time
He
he
would be
runs.
mine.
Willie
Okay.
Wilson.
Okay.
Willie Wilson sound
So
like
before you get
Deshaun.
to that, we're gonna go to one more thing I want to get out, and then I have one more as well. But Jesse Smollett. This you know I have to get to it, and this is the last time. I want to make sure that people know
This is the last time.
this is the last time we're
Okay.
talking about him because charges against Jesse Smollett was dropped.
Yes.
All 16 counts.
Yes.
And his case is sealed, and nothing will be on his criminal record.
Yeah.
I found out from people who work in Cook
Sponge.
County, it's already sealed. So that means that no one can see it. And also in Cook County, the people who work for Cook County, on their computers, his case has been wiped away.
Nice.
Free the guys.
So there is nothing that you can
You
see.
see all the memes today.
There is nothing
Yes.
that you can see. Perfect. There is nothing that you can see about Jesse Smollett at all. Okay?
Nice.
So,
Okay.
my question to you, because now everything comes to you, before we get to the viewer choice questions. And I'm so excited. The question to you is did you see this coming?
Absolutely.
You see him getting,
Absolutely.
you saw him getting off with
Absolutely.
all
I knew it was
16 counts.
something coming. I knew it was something coming.
You knew.
I felt it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she,
all
well,
16 counts.
during our shows and we talked about it, she
Yeah.
never commented bad or said
I
anything.
said it was shady from
Yes.
the jump.
Yeah.
It was shady from the
So-
beginning.
Yeah.
When it first happened, it was
Now-
shady from the beginning.
Now, with that, I honestly think he still did it.
Oh yeah.
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 But somebody, he has a friend. He has people that protected him.
And it is the lawyer. That black female lawyer. I can't find her name.
Did you
No,
see
not
her?
Fox.
It's
I'm
not
talking
Fox.
about this is the
It is Fox.
It is Fox. Look
No,
at it.
no. I don't care who it is, but she just that what's her name?
Is it her?
No, her. What's this girl name?
Right, what's her
What's
name?
her name?
Her name Fox.
It's
No,
Fox.
no, it's not.
That is Fox.
That is Kimberly Fox. I'm not worried about Kimberly Fox.
She did it.
I'm talking
She's
about
she's behind
the
it all.
defense attorney. The defense attorney for him, you know, is very good. But we want to make sure that everybody knows on Unapologetic 2.0,
With
the
TJ
greatest
and
lawyer, with TJ and DESHONE, the greatest lawyer that we have is Miss Shakita Jackson. Okay? She is one of the greatest lawyers that we have.
Shout out Keita.
Yes, she is a fantastic lawyer. We love you. And we want to make sure that you're getting that county money. We want to make sure you get that county money as well. So keep on doing what you're doing. We love you. And it is called Shakita Hall Jackson and Associates. We want to make sure that we always promote our own people on our show. So she's a great lawyer, and we want great success for her, just like that defense lawyer for Jesse Smollett. Because I actually went on Facebook and actually said, "Can I be your friend? I want to be your friend." So she's just that good.
Kiki Jones says, give him his damn job back on Empire.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I was
They never took it away.
I don't think
They just took him away from the last 2 episodes. They never fired him.
He was on there tonight.
Yeah, they never. No,
I watched it.
he's gonna be. I don't watch either, but he's gonna be on there until the last 2 episodes. He
They
did.
need to cancel that shit anyway.
Well, I think it's gonna be it because
I'm so sick of it.
what's the name? I don't think Taraji signed up for another season.
And then Shady Pine says Patricia Holmes is the lawyer.
Patricia Holmes, very good. Patricia Holmes is a lawyer.
I should say, DESHONE, you ain't for none about Willie, huh?
Oh yeah, I am a really big supporter of Bill. Again, he wants to abolish the cameras and he wants to take the contracts.
I do fuck with him for that though,
Yes,
for
and
real.
he wants to take the contracts out of the white people's hands and put it into black and brown people's hands.
And maybe in
So-
4 years we can probably get it.
Yeah, because you all really slept on that, and you guys are going to put one of these women in office when you really should have put Willie Wilson into office.
So what's wrong with one of the
Wait, they put me in the office.
Because they're not trying to abolish the speed light cameras. No, that's the the speed light cameras and those contracts.
Yeah,
These,
go ahead.
when you are driving up and down the Dan Ryan and the Stevenson and all of that, you look over and see these people working and doing nothing. You can put that money into the hands of black and brown people. And that is what Willie wants to do. He said, if you really want to stop violence, put them to work.
And I like that we still talking about Willie because Julia's word on Kiara's page has a very deep thought. He says, like me, I picked cotton as a young teen, and I do come from cotton picking slaves, but I myself was not a slave. We're all part of a bigger picture where we're all used for modern day slavery. Hashtag real milk. Julius also says Cookie set that Jussie Smollett shit up as a publicity stunt for his new album. Icy Natasha says
That's it, Julius?
yeah. Icy Natasha says Jussie is smart as hell. He never turned his phone over. Self-incrimination is real. And he was real, the double word bullshit I don't do. And he wasn't finna let them people play him. I learned a very valuable lesson from this actually. Tom Brady did it first, Icy Natasha. You don't play yourself.
Period.
You don't play yourself.
And let me just say, while it's on my mind, I was reading Shady Pine. Somebody actually commented on Shady Pine's page, and I was reading that, and there was a woman who came into Chicago. I think it was a woman and a man who said that they were attacked by 2 black people at under the Lower Rapid Drive. You guys remember that?
No.
Okay, there was a white woman and a white man that said that their jewelry and all these things were taken, and then they found out that that was a lie.
You was gonna
I'm
curse.
trying not to.
You was gonna curse. I know that,
And
DESHONE.
where is the justice for that?
Right.
Where is the outrage? Where is, and I want to get to this right now, meanwhile, the lame duck mayor, he's a lame duck, which means his ass is out. The lame duck mayor Rahm Emanuel was on Good Morning America today.
I seen it.
Did you see it? I wanted to see it, but I just couldn't see it. He was on Good Morning America speaking on the character and the morals of Jesse Smollett. I want to know what you think about that.
And lied, they got away with it, and how the grand jury first charged him and said he was guilty of all these charges, and then they just dropped him. Oh, he's pissed. Yeah.
He better get his ass out of
He's pissed that he's not charged.
Yeah, but let me just say, because I want you to keep going. Usually I don't have a comment because I'm a journalist, and journalists just looks at things as your opinion, and
you
the
just,
truth.
You just write about it.
But I have an opinion tonight. Sir, Mr. Lame Duck Rahm Emanuel was on Good Morning America today talking about the character and morale of Jesse Smollett. I want to know, sir, what do you think about that? Oh, but if you have something to say, go ahead. Go ahead, please.
I just found it odd that CPD, all this shit that happens in this city. 15-year-old kids get shot in the fucking face, and everything that happens every day in the city. That shit happened, and a week later, y'all found 2 suspects.
Say that shit,
Just
girl.
like that. That just blows my mind.
Yes.
Like that's how I knew this shit was some bullshit. Like I just didn't believe it. So I just felt like they just wanted to feel like the CPD and the mayor and everybody, they all work together, period, anyway. But I feel like they just wanted this case to be like something, like they did something, they solved something. No, y'all need to solve some shit that mattered to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, he's pissed.
Okay.
Of course he's pissed.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, he's pissed.
And
Why wouldn't he be?
And he talks about this man's character.
Yeah,
talks about
that's
how
his
he needs
character
to
bad.
apologize.
Yeah.
And as I said,
And Jesse walking that motherfucker in his shades with not a care in the world. It's not my shit. Let me know. Yeah.
He spent $150,000 alone on this case.
A case that never mattered.
That never mattered.
That never mattered.
$150,000. Had I think over 40 cops or FBI agents on it. Like I said, we're not gonna talk about it as much, but it's crazy. He's upset that all of this happened and it gets wiped out. It gets wiped out.
Yeah.
He understands how it feel when it's on the other side. Now we have somebody in there that's protecting somewhat of a black community.
Yeah.
It's a stupid case.
And
Nobody got
kids
killed.
are getting shot and they don't even
Right.
know. Y'all don't even care.
I don't listen to Ron no more after he hit that 16 shots. I don't hear him no more. I don't even listen or see him no more.
And that's why he quitting too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. So it's like it don't matter what you say.
Rahm Emanuel had and has no path to being a mayor of Chicago anymore.
Right.
There is no path for him. And his own people told his raggedy ass the same thing.
Right.
That there is no path for you
You gonna call
to
him a
become,
Jew?
there is no path for you
Right.
to become mayor of this city anymore. We already got rid of, as Sir Goodwin Lai spoke about last week, Anita Alvarez.
Yeah.
When her ass was out, we knew something was going on.
Right.
Then we got rid of that Republican mayor of the city of Illinois, of the state of Illinois.
Rauner.
Rauner,
When we got rid of his ass, I knew something was going on. So the people sat down with him, and then I'm going to give my opinion about him.
Don't forget the comments.
Or I will. Right after this, I'm going to get to the comments and I'll give my opinion. Right after that, Rahm came with his ugly wife and got up there on stage and said, you know what? There's no way that I'm going to become mayor again. So I'm going to go ahead and bow out and start doing more national conferences and going on today with George Stephanopoulos.
Save his name.
Yeah,
Trying to protect him.
And doing things like that. So after we get to the comments, I'm going to give you my opinion on the lame duck, which means he's just sitting there collecting the paycheck. Rahm Emanuel, raggedy ass.
comments me first, Mike.
Go ahead.
My boy. Katrina Danielle says, hey guys, I love this podcast. It's totally awesome.
Thank you.
Kiki Jones says, R. Kelly is looking for Jussie Smollett's lawyer now.
I know he is. I would too if I was R. Kelly.
On your passionate rant about all the things Ron Mesa doing, you and Kiara. Katrina says justice for Kanika would have been better.
Exactly.
Money's allocated toward the investigation. Kiki Jones says, fuck Ron, he's a bitch. 1300 want justice for Relly.
Yeah.
Also, another thing
Thank you.
about
That's
Chicago
my
police.
Agreed.
And over to
Thank you.
Mike, we got
Thank
Stephanie Carletta in the
Stephanie
comments.
Carletta.
Who
She
is
said,
a really young and one of the smartest women I've ever met.
She says, I've been saying this forever. There's absolutely no consistency within our justice system. Of course, that white couple got away with the BS. If only all of our skin was the same pale color. That's the only way.
Say that
the only
shit.
way.
Then
They
Greg
ain't saying nothing
said,
about them damn white people either. Not a word.
Greg said Jussie still facing federal charges though.
They have told him they don't got time.
For that letter. He sent the letter allegedly. Let's make sure it's alleged because we don't know.
Right.
We don't know nothing anymore this time.
Then Shallant Williams said it was a distraction from what was going on with the officer who colluded with Van Dyke. They asses walked. I see Natasha say payback, bitch.
Well, we definitely want to talk to you all about that because I have.
Then Stephanie Carlotta said Jussie crying ass in the background need to stop. Modern day Keith Sweat.
Okay.
Hold on.
He's not a good. I don't. He needs to stick to
We're gonna
this
get to
song.
those.
What, y'all don't think he can sing?
We're gonna get to those cops in just a
He's a
minute.
young
But
Usher.
I just
You
wanted
also
to
did
He
give.
sound like Usher to me.
Shit.
I just
Sound
want.
like
He
us.
sound like Usher.
I just wanted to give my own opinion.
Turn that shit
Come on, that's Usher.
I want to give my own opinion about the lame duck mayor, Rahm Emanuel, who had the audacity to take his ass to New York. Was he in New York or in Chicago? Okay. I don't know if they came to Chicago or New York, but whatever. You was on Good Morning America. And before I say what I'm going to say, I want to make sure that people know that I'm not a very big fan of Jussie Smollett either. I'm not. I think he did those things, to be honest.
He did.
Okay? But the fact of the matter is that his lawyer and the system that is put in place got him off. Okay? And I know that you people who are in Chicago and around the nation and around the world knows about getting off because you all have, i.e. Jason Van Dyke. But more importantly, you, Rahm Emanuel, you have the audacity to bring your ass on national TV and talk about Jussie Smollett when you yourself made sure that those tapes about Van Dyke and that young man being killed, 16 shots in the back, did not get out until you yourself was reelected. So how the fuck do you have the audacity to get your ass on national TV and tell somebody that their morals are indecent? You are indecent. You and everything else you stand for, and everything else that you've done too. Just that Van Dyke thing is just one thing. You have sealed, you have killed, you have done everything you can to get to the top. You have rolled the coattail of Obama to get your ass in the office and have the audacity to close over 55 schools in black and brown communities. And did not touch those white people at all. And you have the nerve to get on TV and tell somebody that they are immoral and they are wrong. You are a lame duck mayor. You are horrible. And we want your ass out. And you knew it. You knew it when you got your ugly ass wife on TV and said that I am not going to be seeking re-election because you knew it.
And I hope
You
they
knew
all burn in
that they were
hell.
not going to get back in that office.
And
And you took the way out. And you got the nerve. And you got the nerve. Hold on. And you got the nerve to get on national
He on the
TV
rant.
and tell somebody that they are immoral. Fuck you. And I'm glad your child got beat up. I really am. I'm glad your child got beat up as well. You are a horrible person, and I hope you never get any elected office anywhere else. Fuck you, fuck your family, and fuck everything you stand for.
Tell him,
You're a son of a bitch. Fuck you.
Dance, Deshaun.
Fucking nerve. Fucking nerve. To get on TV and tell somebody that they're
Yeah, that's Deshaun of Pink.
Yes.
Kim Wyatt says, amen.
You got people over
Hey.
here right
Shady Pine says, laughing my ass off at Deshaun.
Katrina Danielle says, preach!
Okay.
Out of there.
Get on TV today.
She
He
said,
tried to assassinate somebody's character. He did that this morning.
Yes. And you
Stephanie.
have the nerve to try to.
He did.
You told your lawyers in City Hall hide the footage
hide the kids, hide the
and
wife.
do not release anything
hide the
until I'm
kids.
reelected because you had a runoff with Chewy Garcia. Fuck you.
Stephanie says, preach, Sean, preach.
Thank you.
Katrina Danielle says, ugly ass wife.
He
That's
said
your
he's
boy.
paid.
Yes, he is ugly.
Then I see Natasha said, I'm voting for merch
Uh-oh.
for mayor.
Oh,
Merch, you merch, motherfucker.
Oh.
you didn't even know you was.
Remember her best man comment, Deshaun?
You know, it's just
You dripping, boy.
And he should not
Give
have
him a
been
gut
there.
break. Give him a gut break.
He should not have been there for 8 years.
I see Natasha said, rhyme on that bald-headed hoe shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that whole shit.
What the
And
fuck?
Shalom Williams said, drop the mic.
You drop
Drop
it.
it.
Push that motherfucker over.
I just-
Push it over.
Push it over.
Slide it over.
Don't do it.
Slide it over. There you go. Hey.
Okay.
Okay. Well, on a lighter note.
TJ, bring it.
Very light.
Bring it back, TJ.
Just try to take a
We're
breath.
gonna congratulate Southsider Michelle Obama.
Michelle.
Michelle Obama. She
Ooh.
became sold 10 million copies of her book.
That book, baby.
You know, becoming one of the best sellers in a book by anybody. So we congratulate you, Michelle Obama.
Congratulations.
Yes. We also congratulate what's his name? Peele. What's his first name? Jordan.
Yes.
Jordan Peele. He became $70 million made over the weekend with his.
I saw 88. I saw 88 million.
I didn't like it.
I love
A lot of people didn't see it.
I saw it.
That's the song I was
I
talking
saw
What
about.
did you think?
I saw it yesterday.
I saw
Did you like it?
I
did.
want my money back.
That bullshit. The
You-
movie was good. It's deep.
It's 50.
Fucking have an
Right.
education
No.
for you.
Right, let's go get our money back.
It's
I want my money
50-50,
back.
Because a lot of people say that they didn't understand it. They didn't
Those
like
people
it.
didn't graduate 8th grade.
I graduated.
It was
All-Star
bad
didn't like
acting.
it. 1 out of a million.
It was bad acting.
Well,
Look at the message, G.
No.
the overall message is that he's a black director, producer, and he made $70 million.
Okay, well,
He also said he will not. He will never have a white male as a
Lead actor.
Yeah.
He will never have a white male as a lead.
I thought you were finna say he'd never make another movie.
No, he's gonna make more movies, but he will never have a white male as a lead.
He
He
is-
said he liked them, but he said he sees them everywhere he goes, so he's gonna keep them alive.
I will say this though, when Tyler Perry started out, his cast was shaky. That was very bad acting in that movie, Us.
Okay. Well, that's your opinion.
Yes.
I agree.
Mike is very
I didn't see it, so I
I
can't.
saw it yesterday.
Go see it. This
I don't know. I didn't really care for it.
It was all
Kiara,
over.
I recommend just put us reviews in and you'll see why it was the way it was. I don't want to
It's
ruin
not
it.
that I didn't understand.
No, I
just
get-
didn't-
Like it's like to me some of the undertones like you say at first, and I can tell you smart, you kind of get what it was saying, but like if you go down that rabbit hole, if you one of those people that are like, oh okay, so you saying this and I thought that, and somebody else comes along and tie your points together that you thought, it'll make you appreciate things that you didn't see. Like
Maybe.
I
I'm
disagree.
Okay, going from there, everybody got their opinion on that. Like I said, it was 50-50.
I see Natasha says, go Michi, the power of the black dollar is serious.
It's very serious.
And Gregory John says it was decent.
It was decent.
Greg is smart. I went to school.
It was,
with him.
and the power of the black dollar is very, very nice nowadays. If you can get us to come and see your movie, you're pretty much good in Hollywood. Become A-list. But going back to Friday, we talked. Was that last Friday? Sexism.
Yeah.
Sexism Friday.
Okay, so Friday we was talking about sexism, and we talk about male and female and the differences and all that stuff. Cardi B came up and pretty much said that when she was in her stripping days, she used to
Drug men and rob them. When she was a
Okay.
stripper.
Now that sounds very
Bill
Bill
you say
Cosby.
drug man and robber?
She's
Is
a
that
drug-
Batman's
Rob
brother?
No.
Drug man and
Drug-
robber?
No. She used to drug them and rob them.
I thought it was on BET. Continue on.
He is crazy.
Well, yeah.
Before you get deep
This is the
into
first
it,
thing like-
Tiffany McGee said Deshaun needs a refill. And Icy Natasha said, I'm going to watch it on bootleg. Stephanie says, congratulations to Jordan Peele for his decision to keep leading roles within black and brown communities.
Yeah.
There are tons of underrated black actors and actresses out there. I still haven't seen the movie yet, though.
I should be casting in one of his
It just came out.
I'm gonna try to see
I
it
think
this
you should
weekend.
definitely go see it if you haven't seen it and form your
Get your
own
opinion, absolutely.
Get your own opinion.
So how do you guys feel about that though? Cardi B says she admits to using sex to drug men and rob them for their money. So pretty much when she used to strip and they used to invite her out to the hotels and stuff, she knew what they was expecting. She was expecting them to try to sleep with her, but instead she used to switch it around and like the Mickey and they drink something like Cosby.
She
would
should
do.
go, just like Cosby, she should go under the jail.
Well, she used to pretty much Cosby put something in their drink, and when they pass out, she used to just.
So is
Grab it.
this the Miss Wyatt or is
It's
this
gonna be for both of you.
Okay, so
but I'm gonna go for you first.
Okay, so
Because she has more.
oh,
more
okay.
of a-
So I just So if she admitted that, as Cosby did, admitted to putting Quaaludes in the drinks of women, and she just said that she put these pills in the drinks of men, I am urging the men to come forward and put this bitch in jail. She needs to go to jail just like everybody else. Law is law. If you admit to doing something, that, and the men come forward and say, yes, that young lady did that, and they have her on tape saying that she did that, put her ass in jail right next to her.
But okay, so she didn't sexually assault them.
Here.
She robbery
She didn't
is
sexually assault
worse.
them.
Okay, but she did a crime.
She said she robbed them.
But her,
Robert
okay.
is right.
Well, is it? I mean, she's stripping. I'm not talking about seriously. In that situation, they're gonna pay her. They was gonna pay her to have sex with anyway.
Okay.
Is it her fault that
Oh.
Well, we don't know how the night was going to
We
happen.
don't-
We don't know if that was exactly money or not. But the
I was about to say, if they there about to pay
Oh, they already gave her the money with the strip club anyway.
No.
So if they there about to pay for simplicity anyway.
Where is this happening at?
We don't know.
Okay.
So why is she accountable and should be arrested?
Because
Exactly. I
well,
don't think she should be held accountable for anything.
The reason why I say it is because if she said out her mouth, because you are not guilty until
3 years
you
ago.
actually say it.
Right.
If you go out your mouth and say, yes, I committed a crime. Robbery is a crime. Class 2 felony in the state of Illinois.
But she's not in Illinois.
Okay,
Yeah,
but I'm
but-
just saying, wherever she is, it is
Okay,
a felony.
so if
and
a
it is crime.
guy is gonna go with a woman with the assumption of prostitution, basically,
Yeah, that's
it's
what I'm
already
thinking.
fucking illegal.
Right.
Period.
Not
Exactly.
in Vegas.
Well, it depends on where you are.
Well,
Exactly. Now
Okay.
we going a little too deep because we don't know.
Well,
No.
in Cardi B's situation, I'm sure
It was
it's
legal.
illegal. Whatever's going on.
Yeah.
But
So-
okay, but let me ask you this, Ms. White.
Why should she be?
Okay, but is it like if I took a pill and put it in your drink, is that illegal?
Absolutely.
Okay, so she did that.
She did that.
Okay,
But,
so she needs to go to
so nobody's coming forward saying Cardi B drugged
And
me.
that's the reason why
Nobody's
I'm
not.
saying to people, if you're out there and
She
she
can't.
admits to saying this,
They can't do that.
no, they have
They
they
can't.
have a time to come and say that.
No, we're talking about they can't because why did she gonna go back and say why did I go there anyway?
Well, when Cardi B
We don't know
when
that.
Cardi B 75, some nigga gonna come forward and say she drugged me.
Well, she said she never. She
And,
said
and at 75, put that bitch in jail.
Just like Cosby. And we gonna go to the comments. Ashanti Goodwin says, "Hey brother."
Hey, what's
Well,
up?
hi, Ashanti Goodwin.
She just said brother.
I know. She talking.
I see Natasha say, "I used to do that shit in college. No biggie."
Period. Right.
What
No,
Cardi
Drug
B
men
did.
and rob them.
But then she said,
You're taking it overboard,
But then she said, but then,
I mean, Cosby just got, he just got.
but then she said, I'm just kidding. I don't think she was kidding.
I think she
was for real. Greg says, but she didn't rape them, just robbed them.
Exactly.
It's still a crime.
Exactly. Then he said, but then he said,
I can't see it.
he said, paying for.
It's still being a crime.
Because
the whole crime is her going to you getting her from the strip club and bringing her to the room, about to pay for sex anyway.
No, the crime is she put that drink.
Robbery is a crime. She owed him some pussy.
Yeah.
No,
It's a crime. It's a crime.
Deshaun, you have a woman in your corner. Katrina Danielle says her ass needs to go to jail.
Thank
Where
you, Katrina.
are the men of Me Too? That's what she said.
I'm right
She
here.
says robbery is a felony. Prostitution is illegal.
Yeah.
Robbery is a felony. Prostitution is illegal.
Both of them are
Cardi B
illegal.
was just trying to eat.
While he look
Robbery
at
is illegal.
Greg-
Robbery is illegal and prostitution.
Gregory
Right,
also
both just trying to
says
eat.
paying for
Both
sex
felonies,
is a crime also.
Yes.
Icy
agree.
Natasha says she told y'all and admitted it. All them nasty niggas lied about their dirt.
No, she told the truth, but she needs to go to jail.
Then Ashanti
That
Gilla
was 3 years
says,
ago.
Ashanti
Yeah,
says,
you did it
okay.
Well, no, that's what I'm telling you. No, she admitted it 3 years ago.
He admitted it.
But all we said is that the bigger you get, the more stuff that comes back on you. She's
She
not gonna.
needs to go to jail. Next.
Hold on. Katrina has a very thoughtful response. She says, Shorty got a messed up way of
She a
thinking.
woman. She shouldn't go to jail.
No,
Wrong
I'm not
is
saying
wrong.
that. She didn't sleep with him. She didn't do anything to the women.
She robbed them.
She didn't
That's
rob
a
him.
crime.
They gave. She already had the money
I
already.
mean, it's wrong. Yeah. Shorty was just trying to
It's
eat.
a crime. It's not wrong. It's a crime.
Yeah, I mean, it's wrong.
She drugged the man and robbed him. That's a crime.
So why they haven't came up? Why they haven't came?
Please, man.
No. Why they no. Me too. We move my ass. Why they haven't?
Nigga, she robbed. They ain't gonna fuck
Because
up.
they wasn't supposed to be there anyway.
The type of nigga she was robbing. They ain't gonna fuck up. Like,
Yeah, because they sitting next to their wife right now. thinking, I
Man,
can't.
speak up, man.
Okay,
They
listen.
sitting next to their wife
We
saying, I
got
can't tell.
two comments that must be
Ashanti
read.
Goodwin also said, okay, but like with any crime besides murder, there's a statute of limitations. Just
That's what
because
I
she
was talking
said
about.
something means nothing.
That's true.
Then she
You
said,
gotta
hey
find out
y'all,
what the statute of
hey
limitations
Cuzzo,
is.
hey Jackson. So she spoke to everybody.
Katrina says Shorty got a messed up way of thinking. Wrong is wrong. There's no exception for her because she was so poor that she had to strip for money and prostitute instead of getting a legal
Oh
job.
my God.
Like so many other hardworking
They
women
agree
who
with
went
you.
through hard times did. So Katrina isn't buying that she had to do it to survive. She like, bitch, go work at
That's not
Walmart.
agreeing with
That
you.
is agreeing with you.
No, it's not.
She is agreeing with you.
But she said what again?
She said wrong is wrong.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so you
That's
dismiss
fine
her.
right there.
Then Shady Pine,
That's all I need to know.
Shady Pine said if a man was in the news for the same shit, no matter how long ago it was, he'd be called out. And yes, someone did come forward with a story about her.
And nobody cares.
I'll share the link
Really?
later.
I care.
He said he'll share the link later.
Oh, okay.
He shouldn't have been that bad.
Thank you, Shady. You're a great reporter, by the way.
Shouldn't
too.
have been
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, so everybody have their opinion on that, of course. You know, I mean, ain't no right or wrong answer.
It is
But,
the right or wrong answer.
It really isn't.
She drugged the man and stole his money. If you was in a
Credit card.
if you went to a hotel with a man and he put something in your drink and stole your money, you woke up. Is that not a crime?
I honestly blame it on the guy.
Shit, that's a crime.
You think I honestly blame it on the guy? You going to a hotel with a stripper that's all about the money. Too bad you got a smart one that said you're not about to fuck me. I'm about to steal your money.
Oh, okay.
And-
So, hold on, before you go down there. So, do you blame the women too? Are you for the women for Bill Cosby?
What's that?
The one-
Oh, Bill Cosby shouldn't be in jail right now.
Okay, consistency. That's all you
He's not
want.
consistent.
Oh, I'm consistent.
No, he
Right.
said
Bill Cosby
consistent.
should not. Bill
He
Cosby.
said-
Bill Cosby should
He's
not be in
saying
jail.
that same
all
way.
those girls that went up to Bill Cosby room.
You knew what time it was.
He didn't drug them until he didn't drug them.
You
They
knew
knew
what
what
time
they
it
was
was.
doing.
That's
They knew what they
still a
was
crime.
doing.
It's still a
Fuck that
crime.
bullshit.
It's still a crime.
Yeah, I know it's a crime, all right. But they knew exactly what they was doing when they was going that old ass man up to that room.
In tandem with TJ's comment, Greg John says, Tricks get robbed every day, B. They too embarrassed to come forward.
Tricks.
Icy Natasha says, what if she was lying though? LOL, these are just the lyrics to her next big song. LOL.
And she got us talking.
Fussy Man says, I was drugged and robbed in college. I never reported it because I low-key enjoyed it.
Exactly.
My kind of guy.
See, that's it.
If you enjoy being drugged
And
and
Drugged and rape, yes. We got Shady Pines.
It's different between. It's a difference.
Shady Pines says,
Sexism.
don't put y'all hands over y'all eyes just because it's Cardi B.
We're not. It's not. I'm not. I said that Bill Cosby shouldn't be in jail either.
That's why I looked at your tape.
I was pissed that they took out Cosby Show off a whole bunch of those networks.
well, he's back
Oh,
on
really?
Bounce. I watched Bounce.
I can't see a good black fan. He back on Bounce?
He is.
I didn't know that.
Yes, he is.
So speaking of one of our Fab Five co-hosts,
Oh, shit.
Sir Goodwin. No, Sir Goodwin.
Thought it was
He
me.
called these the end of days.
Oh,
Or what?
Revelations
What?
12.
The last days. The last days.
Revelations 23.
The last days. So, Arby's manager charged with murder after fatally shooting a customer who allegedly spit in her face.
What?
No.
You glad you
Arby's.
Arby's, the restaurant Arby's manager, is in jail, charged with murder after fatally shooting a customer for spitting in their face.
That's funny.
So wait a minute. Did she shoot him on the clock?
In the store?
Yeah.
So
Did
she
she
had-
take a break?
After she got spit
She
on,
took
she
her
went in the
gun
back
to work.
and got a gun, yes, and shot her.
I don't see a problem.
It's a big gun with an X on the door.
Well, who cares about that damn
Okay,
man?
so that's the question.
That means she can go to jail.
Is that too extreme? Was shooting too extreme? Or
Please talk to the-
Don't spit on me.
this is
This is also our guest.
I was going to ask. So you think she should have got shot and killed because they murdered?
I feel that was extreme.
Killed that bitch.
Yeah,
That was extreme. I mean, although
that was a bit much.
spitting is.
I might
It's
have would've-
the ultimate. It's the ultimate disrespect.
It's not
Spitting is
to.
bad. I might have whooped her ass,
Right.
but not killed
Right.
the bitch.
It ain't no middle.
I don't know. Once you enter an establishment with that gun X
So the
on the
manager
door,
already had a gun at work.
Obviously, yeah.
So
So she had to conceal and carry.
So that means the restaurant probably was already on bad terms. They probably already had some break-ins or whatever.
Where
But
was
she
this
already
at?
had. I don't know. But it says
That's why in Chicago.
and it was
No, not
it was Arby's.
Arby's.
Who the fuck eat Arby's?
I don't know.
Obviously, this person didn't like their
I
roast
like
beef.
Arby's personally.
I think it's a cult. I think it's a cult.
Arby's is a cult?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I've never seen black people. eat Arby's.
I know, but it's still around.
You like Arby's?
What about my guy?
That's the first black person I've ever heard say that.
I don't know where two Arby's at.
I've never had it in my life.
I've never ate Arby's in my
What
life.
about my job?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It looks like
I don't know.
brain.
It's roast
Like
beef.
bread.
Preston says shooting her in the face was overboard but self-defense. And Ashanti Goodwin says spitting on someone is assault. You never know how someone will respond. Watch your
I
ass.
saw what it is.
Agree.
Preston said that woman was assaulted.
No, he said the woman was assaulted.
He said that woman was
I mean,
assaulted.
what they were.
Katrina
murder.
Danielle says it's premeditated, and Kiki Jones says it happened in Alabama.
Oh, okay.
Only in
Thank you,
Alabama.
Only in
Thank you,
Alabama.
Kiki. See, you see what she
Where you can have a gun and work.
Very nice.
You should have
Kiki Jones says that chick was crazy. That bitch got in her car, chased him down, then shot him, and returned back to work after she crashed her car into a Walmart. Hey, you gotta applaud her work ethic. She went back.
Okay, so who's this?
This is Kiki Jones. Bro.
Kiki Jones!
She owned it.
Good
And
job.
Ashanti,
Good job.
Ashanti
That
says,
means they need psych evaluations to work it out.
Ashanti says, who the fuck eats Arby's? And Greg says that
Miss
beef.
Wyatt eats Arby's.
Greg said
Only
that.
person I've ever known.
Greg,
The one black human.
And Sean, obviously, the people that a lot of people don't eat Arby's. If she had time to go, chase her down in her car, shoot her, then crash her car.
And
So
go
that
back
means,
to work.
yeah, well,
She was
nobody
on
knows.
break, goddammit.
She took a break and killed that nigga.
Greg said,
Greg,
Greg,
I say that's self-defense.
Greg say that beef and cheddar be hidden.
Who said that?
Greg,
Greg
another
Jones.
black man. So
I'm telling you.
you are not
It's
alone.
good. Yes. And they got curly fries.
She was waiting for somebody else.
And the jalapeno poppers be I'm trying to tell y'all.
She is an advocate for Arby's.
I can play the commercial
Arby's
again.
was taken off of Wales.
They
and
have
Avenue, by
beef.
the way. They don't want that shit. They don't want that shit up there.
Oh, in 1996.
I think if I worked next to an Arby's, I still wouldn't go there.
Hell no. I was
The
stars.
sandwich.
Name that
But
shit.
we did.
Oh, they got the best commercials.
So in a way,
I'm not even welcome.
Ain't that Vin Rames?
we have the meat.
I have one
Kiki
more.
Jones says her gun was in her car. She didn't have a gun in the store.
Oh, okay.
You're not gonna rush my guess.
I like your version better, TJ, that it was in the back.
It was in the back.
Just in the back,
Yeah.
not a beef. Just
Yeah.
get the gun and go get him. That's hilarious.
She had it in the coat area.
There you go.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to my last hot topic, current event, and then we're gonna get to my favorite portion of the show,
VCQ.
which is our VCQs, which
Is
is
she nervous?
always for our guest. of
And he
honor.
gonna spin right back. I like that.
I think he be making these BCQs up.
And it's just him.
And I can read them before.
No, you cannot read my VCQs. So, 24-year-old Monalink Jackson
Oh man.
and 32-year-old Javon Battle
Oh,
were
shit.
both charged with one felony count of first-degree murder, allegedly killing an off-duty cop by the name of John Rivera.
Seen that.
Okay? So, is this cop's death a victory for black people in the community? I would like to ask you this first. Because, before I go on there, we do have Jason Van Dyke, who will be getting out in less than 2 years. We have black men and brown men, but we're going to talk about black men right now, not even women. And then women have been killed too. Black women have been killed too. But black men is, as Mr. Silverman Live has been saying with his Facebook post as well, that there is an onslaught on black men in Chicago right now and across the nation and around the world. Okay, so is this a victory for African Americans, this 23-year-old off-duty cop being killed because Van Dyke is getting off and all of these other people like, what's the George Zimmerman, who wasn't even a fucking cop, got off for killing that young man in
Trayvon.
Florida, thank you, Trayvon Martin in Florida, and all the other cops around the nation who have been killing black men. Is this a victory for African Americans?
Absolutely not.
And why not?
No, I just feel like it's just like a repeat cycle. Now you have 2 more young black men who are going to prison, who are they gonna throw under the fucking jail for this, for killing a police officer for one. I don't really know all the details behind it. I've seen it since I've been here. But I wouldn't call it a victory. I mean, I feel like it's senseless. You know,
The killing was
senseless, you know, for whatever reason, shooting the cop. Because the justice system is going to make sure that they, you know, make sure those 2 young guys, 2 black guys pay. So no, why would it be a victory?
Okay.
I mean, now you have 2 mothers with 2 black sons that are going to be in the prison system forever. So no, I don't consider it a victory.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Then, I mean, that young cop, I mean, I'm sure he has a family. So, I mean, no. I mean, either way it goes, it's not a victory.
Okay. I mean, but let's look at it from.
I mean, looking at it, I get how you're looking at it from the other side.
I'm just looking at it from both. I'm just a joke.
Looking at it from both sides, no. Either way, it's not a victory. It's not like a win-win. It's not like a tit for tat
not.
thing.
It's
You know, it's
definitely
not.
not.
It's definitely not. I don't feel like it's like a tit for tat thing, you know, like because they did this, we do this. No, I don't look at it that way. So no, I don't feel like it's a victory.
And before y'all move on, Stephanie Carletta says
Stephanie Carletta.
that killing is not a victory for African Americans at all. It wasn't it wasn't Jason Van Dyke that got murdered or any of the other cops that had a track record for killing blacks.
Period.
So I'm with Kiki on this one. Kiki.
No, she said she's agreeing with that
She
Kiki.
with Kiki.
Your Kiki says, I don't think it's a victory. All cops are dirty.
Agreed.
And on a lighter note, while you guys are so serious, we found another black woman who says, Veronique Valentine, we went to LP Way, says Arby's curly fries are fire. I am shocked that Kiki has a cult following in this weird restaurant. We found 3 people.
I think we got 2 Arby's in Chicago.
We got a lot of them, G.
Thank
I
you.
just never been in one.
And you probably never will.
I never will.
Okay, so Mr. Van Turner, do you think that this is a victory for African American people because of the onslaught of black men that have been killed by cops, that have been getting off over and over and over and over and out of all the time,
I get it.
there's only one cop that has been charged and he's going to be getting out in less than 2 years to be back with his white family?
No, it's not. It's not a victory at all. I'm with everybody. I'm with Kiki. I'm with I'm sorry, Kiera, and I'm with the followers and Stephania. They it's not a victory at all. That officer that died, we don't know his background. We don't know. He possibly could have been a good one, just like we have a good one as one of our closest friends. We just don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. So of course, our whole mental will change if one of our good friends was behind that bullet. So let's just be real. Eye for an eye is stupid to say. It happens. Too bad those 2 black guys. No, it's not too bad. They deserve what they're gonna get.
If they know it was off duty cop.
Who?
That's why I said I
That
don't
they
know.
could have been just like, they don't know what the profession
Who
is.
cares?
They shot.
I can answer
But who
that
cares
question.
about it being
They
a...
did not know.
They did
Okay.
not know, so it wasn't intentional.
They just
It
wanted
wasn't-
to kill the first Hispanic person that they saw.
It happened to be a cop.
And
it happened to be
that
a
was-
cop.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that is. So that's
Who cares if it's a cop or
And this is
not?
all alleged because they have not been trying to cover it up.
Well, that's fine. It's alleged, but who cares if it's a cop or not? It's still a
That's
person.
senseless killing.
It's
For no
senseless
reason, yeah.
And this is America. I know what they think of us. I definitely know what they think of us. But how I think of things, if you kill somebody, you deserve that punishment. If they kill somebody, they deserve the punishment they get. Now, granted, they don't get the same punishment that those 2 black guys are going to get. Of course not. But the thing is that guy had a family. It's not his fault.
We have a walk on. Katrina Danielle, in light to the Arby's comment, she says, white folks been taking a break to kill black people since slavery. Laughing my ass off, just joking, guys. But Ashanti Kai Mama's good one. She's taking you to task, DeShone. She says, damn, Mr. Jackson, would it matter if he was going back to a black family?
Who?
The person you refer, because you flipped it. She says if they were going back to a black family, would you care as hard?
If who was going back to
The
cop?
The cop.
No, I don't care if it was black or white or whatever, but I will say this, Ms. Goodwin, that, and the reason why I posed this question, well, this is my question. The reason why I posed this question.
She said Van Dyke.
Oh, Van Dyke.
Yeah, Van Dyke.
Okay. Van Dyke and the rest of them.
Because you had said he's going back to his white family.
He is going back to his white family, and so are the ones who got off for killing all these other black men are going back to their white
I kind of on the
families.
shine
The
side.
9 times out of 10, Ms. Goodwin, the ones who were killed were black. And the ones who did the killing was white. And they got off. So the fact of the matter is that these white-ass cops who did these senseless killings of these black people are going back to their families. The only one who's not going back to their family in less than 2 years is Jason Van Dyke. All the rest of them motherfuckers that got off. That's what I'm saying. And they're going back to them white-ass kids and back to those white-ass communities, and they're going to live happily ever after. And these black families, let's talk about them. These black families are the ones who are putting these 15-year-olds, 13-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 25-year-olds, I don't even know what age Mr. Martin was. They're putting these people in in the graves, and no one is saying anything about that.
Well, Ms. Goodwin
That's what I'm
says,
saying.
why emphasize family?
Because they're
Kurt.
going back to their white asses, is what I'm saying.
You said, okay, Mr. Jackson, lower your
Oh,
voice.
Kurt. That's what she put. I have more comments.
Cardi
Kiki
B.
Jones says, but honestly, I don't think those are the people who killed that cop. They just want to solve a cop's murder ASAP. And Antonio Reed says, when did we start airing on the Black Panther Network? You keep bashing white people
I
all
am
night.
not a part of the Black Panther Network. I am not. I am just saying
You say you
that
don't think they
there
did?
is a hypocrisy that is
That's what
going
people
on
say.
in the city of Chicago,
Shit, Claude
around the
Brown,
nation,
man.
and around the world. And me as a black man, and I am black, by the way, me as a black man, I am getting tired of hearing about senseless killings of African American males. I'm sick of it. And usually the people that are behind the killings of these African Americans are white. And we have only one that I know of, which is Zimmerman ass, and they should have put that motherfucker under the jail, under cement.
Why is he alive?
He should have been right. He should have been buried alive for killing that young man. He should have been buried alive. You're not a cop. So why the fuck do you have the nerve to kill somebody?
So, Mr. Jackson, you feel it was justified? You feel good about this officer being killed?
Well, again, I'm just a journalist.
Just a journalist.
So the fact of the matter is that I don't have an opinion about the matter. All I'm saying is that there's too many African Americans being killed, and these cops, they keep their pensions,
I'm looking for things.
they keep their money,
Yeah.
they keep their jobs,
While they're off.
and they live happily ever after while these black families are preparing for funerals.
Okay, well, now you went to two different. We need to wrap this up, but you went to two different questions. All right, is it a win for us? That's what the question was.
Yes.
Do
And
you
that's
think
what
it was?
someone was posing to me. And
So,
I
do you think it's a win for us?
I'm a journalist. I don't have an opinion.
Okay, but you asked us. So, do you think it's? So, you have an opinion on this? Do you think it's a win? Because how it's coming off, you think it's a win?
No, I'm just using the other side. That's my job.
So you're not.
You're saying no, it's not a win, and I'm just firing
I'm
up
using
the
the other
base.
side. I'm using the other side
I'm just
too.
thinking of these mothers and grandmothers and aunties and cousins
Me too.
who have to go to funerals on Saturdays and Sundays and do burials.
And I'm thinking about that.
And while they're going home,
And I'm thinking about that officers. I'm thinking about that officer's mother and aunties, and also he got to get buried.
Who?
The officer that got killed.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. You
might
are
be
picking a
surrounded
side.
No, I'm not taking a side. I'm
Okay.
a
It
journalist.
might be surrounded around black.
I'm a journalist.
And I have-
And Mr. Rivera is a Hispanic, and I am for Bonos Noches.
Okay, yeah, he picking the side already.
And is this the VCQ part?
No, BCQ is about to start right now.
He started it and asked
No,
this
no,
damn
no,
question.
My question is to this Wyatt.
Oh.
Kiki Jones says, how are they solving these cop murders when it's over 500 unsolved murders in Chicago that was seen on them fucking cameras? They broken my count in front of them cameras to 501, Kiki.
Okay.
This is bullshit.
Okay? And they're all going home. They're all going home and doing barbecues and having their other cop friends come over. And we, the African American people, are preparing funerals. We're going to go to our BCQs.
Smooth transition.
I love it. You like that transition?
It's transition because it's bullshit.
No, it's not.
It
But
is.
We're going to go to our BCQs. All these people going to their West Side.
You can say all these people. It's them too,
And
though.
leaks and sons and all these
It's-
people being killed by these white people for no reason. And 9 times out of 10,
All right,
they
journalists.
didn't even have a gun.
Valencia Northfleet says, that's right, Deshaun is a journalist.
Thank you.
And he's black.
And I don't have
African
But
American.
he's a bias. He's a bias.
African
don't have
American.
He's a bias journalist.
For the record, he's a biased
So,
journalist.
at this particular time, we're going to go to our movement of the hour. We've already talked about our birthday shout-outs. We already talked about our person of the week, who is Jaden Smith, 20 years old, making sure that the people of Flint is getting water. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes.
And now we're going to get to our woman of the hour, who is none other than Miss Wyatt. Well, we thank you so much again for being our special guest
Absolutely.
here. I'm always happy when there's beautiful women as we had. We had Miss Carletta Goodwin. I'm just use Carletta Goodwin. She was here, and she was out of all of them, to me, one of my favorite ones.
She did her thing.
She had her and Janae has that it factor. They have that.
They got
smart,
drip to
they're
say.
beautiful, they're intelligent. And you say drip, but I got something else to say that starts like that.
Oh, freaky ass.
We're gonna go somewhere else. We're gonna go to the woman of the hour. We're gonna go to the woman of the hour,
I'm lost.
and that is none other than
What you think?
Miss Wyatt. Are you okay over there, TJ?
I'm
Everybody
great.
bad
Okay,
as
just wanna make
shit.
sure.
We got it. Let's go.
Okay.
Everybody bad
Okay.
at.
So the woman of the hour. So Miss Wyatt, the first question again. These are called DCQs, as I'm being rushed. They are called DCQs, and this is viewer choice questions. These are questions that comes from the people that comes into my messenger, and then also I take those questions and doctor them up a little bit to make sure
You doctor them up.
just a little bit to make sure that we get the answer that we want to get.
Ashanti
And if she
goes
doesn't get
in.
the answer, I'm gonna keep probing until we get it.
Ashanti says you are a fake ass Don Lemon. That's an Ashanti Goodman.
Okay.
At this camera right here.
I love you. I love you. So that's a compliment.
Uh-oh, before
I like
you,
Don Lemon, by the
I'm
way.
gonna save you. This is very important. Kiara, scoot over a little. Kiki Jones says, don't get your ass divorced, DESHONE.
Why?
You're giving too many compliments. This is Kiki Jones.
It won't happen. I'm sorry. I'm gonna roll them back. We're gonna
Come back in the camera, Kiara.
We're gonna keep going.
She said, woman to
these are
woman.
DCQs, viewer choice questions by the people. I take them and make sure that I ask the right questions that people want to know. The first question, Ms. Wyatt, that the people want to know the answer to, and I do too, is: are you single?
Oh, whoa.
I'm single. Shoot y'all shot.
So there's no rings, no man, no anything like that. Okay, well I know that we have a lot of people out there that's happy to hear that. You know, we are really quick.
Tina Alexander says, hey, Kiki.
Hey.
She's single.
Great job.
Tina Alexander.
Hey, Tina.
She's single. No, she's not single.
I'm
She
single.
should be.
But she's single. Okay, she is single.
Oh.
Okay, so my next question is, okay, so tell us more about you. Who are you? Who is Miss Wyatt? Miss Kiara, did I say it right?
Kiara.
Kiara. Miss Kiara Wyatt. Who are you?
I am a single mother of 3.
Okay.
What?
17, 15, and 12.
Okay, so they're pretty much almost out the way.
Yeah, almost out the way.
Oh.
I have a master's degree in health administration.
Okay.
I work and
Did you get your degree from Tennessee?
I have a master's degree from SIU Carbondale.
Okay, all right. Beautiful. That's probably where you met Londa from.
No, I know Londa from way back.
Okay, we're talking about
Way
that.
back. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
And yeah, I am just at a point in my life where I am just recently single of 3 years, out of a 14-year relationship. So just kind of just doing me.
Okay.
Just to kind of sum it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've been so no man for 3 years.
No man for 3 years.
Okay. So are you ready for a relationship?
No.
You're not ready.
Not at the moment. Just kind of just doing me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So do you know when you'll be ready, or will it take a little more time?
If the right guy comes along, I'm not gonna run away from it.
Okay. Well, we got some gentlemen that's in the audience that's here tonight. That
Hey,
are really good people, by the way. Workers, see, they all work. By the way. Okay.
The
So
shot be plugged.
I always plug my friends.
They're right here.
So, okay, so, but we do know who's in the audience as well, who is a cousin, is Sir Goodwin.
That's the
Live,
baggage that
who
comes
you
with
will
dating
see
her.
on Sunday nights. He had a wonderful show, and he's moving from Mondays to Sundays. So he's definitely in the building. He's actually sitting to my right. So I just want to make sure that we know that we can't go too far with Miss Wyatt, who is single, and kids will be out the way very soon, and is gorgeous, by the way. Can I just say,
Thank you.
Just absolutely gorgeous.
Do a little hip check, do a little show on the link.
Sorry, Kiki Jones. but
I think she left this a long time ago.
Fine, here's fine.
Kiki Jones says, I'm getting on the plane now. I'm lying.
You lying.
It's coming though.
And I'm gonna get on the plane too. So I saw today that you are a friend of Patrick.
Yes.
You're a friend of Patrick.
Yeah.
I want to make sure you're the right person. You know, wrong, really.
That's me.
Okay. So you are a friend of Patrick.
Absolutely.
Do you think
Here we go.
that Mr. Patrick Wimber should be under the unapologetic umbrella? I want to know what you think.
Okay.
Because you
So
know
I keep it real.
he's funny.
Let's go.
I keep it real.
Keep it real.
So I feel that Pat would bring some spunk to y'all show.
Which show?
This.
2.0?
Wednesday.
2.0.
Okay.
Yeah. Like what y'all do is cool. It's real. I like it. I watch every Wednesday.
Thank you.
What y'all do, current events, all that. But I feel like it could use a little facelift.
Okay.
Like some funny shit. Y'all feel me?
That is a dick.
Y'all feel me?
Yeah. Patrick is, as I said.
And Pat is cool.
Yeah,
Pat is that
very
funny guy.
He's very funny.
Not saying it ain't gotta be him, but he would be that one.
Yeah.
If you want my opinion.
Yeah, I would actually like him to be under the umbrella.
It ain't no room on Fridays, but we consider putting them on
Well,
Wednesdays.
You can't consider shit like that.
But see, the thing is,
I feel like
maybe some room on Sunday night.
I would just say
But
that
not on Wednesday and
this
definitely
is
not on
what
Friday.
week 13.
Yes.
Yes.
So okay, y'all been doing this for 13 weeks. Like switch it up a little bit.
No, I feel you.
You feel me?
I totally agree.
That's just my honest opinion.
Well, we want it because your Facebook or whatever you're on right now is jumping.
Yeah.
So we definitely want to make sure that we keep those people keep watching our show as well.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Kiki Jones is back. She says, I do agree with you, honey.
Thank you.
She is gorgeous.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kiki.
Don't fall for the bait and switch. She'll let you do it.
Don't you do it.
I'm trying to help you.
I'm already helped.
All right.
Okay. So, going to some more questions. Do you believe in equal rights for all?
Now you put me on the spot.
I definitely am.
You make me thinking I'm drinking.
Yes, that's my job.
Watermelon.
Go to the next question.
Okay, my next question, because I'm definitely going to come back to that.
Please do.
My next question is: Do you believe in pro-choice or are you pro-life? It's going to get deeper.
BCQ.
I'm gonna play.
I feel like maybe I believe pro-choice.
Okay. Do you believe in pro-choice even in rape and incest? Okay, so I'm gonna come back to that too.
How many skips does she have for the viewers and audience?
Two.
Two? So she's used that too?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, go back to those two because what?
Come on, everybody, skip it.
I'm going deep. I said we've been to New Orleans together.
Yeah,
and we
like,
look around and
wait,
get together,
you like,
but I don't know you.
Wait a
So
minute,
that's
wait a minute. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm going deep with you. So you ready for the next question?
Yeah.
The next question is do you believe in the death penalty?
No.
No. Why?
I feel that any crime that you commit, you should do life in prison. I don't feel like that us should decide whether you live or die. I don't feel like that.
Okay, so my next question is that follows up to this question is do you believe in reform? Do you believe that they can be rehabilitated? Like there's the Cook County Department of Corrections.
Can't because it's on lock.
And that question is crazy because I have an uncle that has just done 20 years in federal prison, straight through.
Stephanie coming in.
And he is recently released.
Give
like,
respect to our guest, please. I want to make sure that she's heard.
Shut up.
Can you speak a little bit?
He's just recently released a year ago, and rehabilitation, no.
You do not believe in
I
reform?
do not believe in reform. No. I don't.
Okay.
No.
All right.
That shit does not work.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So next question is do you believe in Christianity? You believe in Christianity? Are we okay?
I don't know.
You
Someone called the Holy Spirit.
Okay, so do you believe that Jesus Christ is the only way to get to God and to heaven?
Just answer truthfully. I had to.
She feels the pressure.
I feel pressured.
I'm just
I'm not
asking.
gonna say that's the only way, but I do believe in God. I do feel that.
You believe in Jesus.
I believe in
You
Jesus.
believe in Christianity.
I believe in Christianity.
You believe that Christianity and Jesus is the only way to get to God?
No.
No.
I don't feel like that's the only way to get to God. So, like, are you saying, like, basically, like, I have to go to, like, church and all that? No, okay,
no.
so.
I'm asking you, as a believer in Christianity, because the Bible says that Jesus Christ is the only way to get to God. My question to you, as a believer in Christianity, is that the only way to get to God, in your opinion?
No.
No. So are you a Christian?
I would say that, yes, I'm a Christian. I was raised a Christian. I was raised in church. So, yes, I'm going to say, yes, I'm a Christian.
But you know that you're going against your own beliefs.
I guess you can kind of say that, yes.
He don't play.
Okay. All right. So, do you think what do you think happens to us when we die?
I guess you go to heaven or hell.
Do you think that the spirit or the body or what
That
transitions
feels
to
like
heaven
your
and what
spirit
transitions
transitions to heaven or hell.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to go back to the two other questions?
Yeah, we can go back.
Okay,
So,
so
what was the first
the
one?
first question is do you believe in equal rights for all people?
The people want to know.
Yes.
Yes.
You believe in equal rights for all
Do I believe in equal rights for all people? I would say yes.
Okay, so you said you do not believe in reform.
No.
Okay. You do not. So do you believe in the
What
death
was
penalty?
I said, oh, all right. I said no. I
You
don't
said
believe
you
in
do
it. I
not
do
believe
not
in
believe in the
penalties,
death penalty.
but you do not believe but you do not believe in reform.
No, I do not feel reform. No, I do not.
Okay, so equal rights. So do you believe that? So what constitutes a person spending the rest of their life in jail? What crime is that?
I don't feel like that people should judge. That we should decide if you should live or die. I just don't feel like
So you
that
don't
should
think-
be decided by us. If you committed this crime and we should decide you should die for that. I just don't agree with that.
But you do agree with spending the rest of your life in jail.
Yeah, I mean, if you commit a crime and
But is that not?
I just don't feel like people should decide if you should die for that. That's just not. I just don't agree with
So
that.
you believe in slow death?
Period.
Okay. So the other question is, you believe in slow death. So the other question is do you so are you a proponent of, are you for pro-choice or are you for pro-life? Do you understand the question? Meaning that when the fetus is in the body, being a woman, when the fetus is in the body, at a certain time,
I'm for pro-choice.
you're for pro-choice.
Yes.
Are you for pro-choice even so at all extremes? So even if the child is at 5 months, 7 months, 9
I'm for
months.
pro-choice. I feel like it's a woman's decision.
Absolutely.
Pro-choice.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I feel like it's a woman's decision, no matter the circumstances. It's your choice.
Okay.
Pro-choice.
Okay. All right. So
Incest, whatever you said earlier, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's your
it
choice.
doesn't matter. It's their choice no matter what.
Pro-choice.
So even if a woman is pregnant and she is like
Pro-choice.
7 to 9 months in,
Pro-choice.
you're pro-choice. Okay.
Pro-choice.
So my
Hold on,
next.
hold on. Kiki, it's been great. He's gonna finish this off by himself. I gotta go.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much, TJ.
All right, love you.
Thank you so much.
And I want to read, the people have noticed you, TJ. Kiki Jones says TJ's looking like he's ready to go home. TJ is looking real bored. TJ said those questions are stupid as fuck. I read his lips. If looks could kill, TJ just killed all the viewers. That's from Kiki Jones.
I did not just say that. You know that.
I don't think they stupid.
And you have
You gonna let me?
Angela Always Love says she is also pro-choice.
I'm
Okay,
pro-choice.
Angela.
Valencia Northleaf says, where are those, Mom? So y'all must have said something that required a question
Yes.
that I didn't catch up with.
That's it.
That's it. All right, keep it
Okay.
going.
Okay. So my next question.
Oh, there's more?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's just a couple more, but they're really fun.
Okay.
So, because I'm trying to lighten the mood up towards the
Okay.
end. Where do you see yourself, Miss Wyatt, in the next 5 years?
Oh, I've gotten asked this question all fucking week.
Whoa.
Okay, so the next 5 years. I see myself in a new job.
Cool.
Either in a new house, in a new place, not Tennessee,
Chicago.
possibly, if a new job and the numbers are right. I see myself either in a relationship or married, hopefully. Either way, I'm gonna say in a relationship. I'm not gonna push marriage. Like, I want to be married. But
Marriage is good.
marriage is good, but whatever. We'll see what happens. But, and then within those 5 years, I just see myself finding me. Like, I've always been in a long-term relationship, so in that time, I really haven't found me. So within those next 5 years, I want to find me. I've always been a mom, working, going to school. So within those 5 years, I just want to kind of focus on me, finding me, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
So I really feel like I can't really commit to anyone if I don't know me. Does that make sense? So like, how can I give you me if I don't know me? So that's one of my main goals within the next couple of years. It's just to focus on me, get to know me, and yeah. Because I'm kind of accomplished, kind of established. So just kind of focus on me, new job. And not go back to school, but
Great producer.
kind of and when I say new job, like, I want to focus on some like different areas.
I was going to ask
But
that
then
question.
like my degree is health administration, but like I kind of want to focus more on like human resource side. So focus more on what I really want to do.
Okay.
So yeah, just focus on me.
Okay. So in the next 5 years, do you think you'll be in Chicago?
I'm not gonna necessarily say Chicago, but just focus on the job that I really want to do. So I'll say that. If it's Chicago, it's Chicago.
Okay.
But if not,
So when do you leave Chicago? When are you going back?
I'll be going home on Sunday morning.
Oh,
Right.
I'll be here. I've been here all week. I've been here since Sunday.
well, we're so glad you made it.
Yeah.
We're so glad you made it. And so
I love Chicago.
one of my favorite last lines, this was to another single guy who's in the audience, Michael Murphy, who's right there.
Mike Tastic.
This is the same way I ended his segment.
Okay.
And I wanted to know, I want you to finish this line for me.
Okay.
The world needs.
The world needs.
You want to know what I said?
Yeah.
More of me.
That's Michael Murphy, guys, behind the camera.
The world needs more Kiara. The world needs more, not Kiara, the world needs more positivity. The world needs more sex. The world needs more good sex. The
Yo!
world needs more
Say sense.
sex. Good sex.
S-E-X.
The world needs more positive. The world needs more Kiara, positivity, good sex, good vibes, good energy, good friends, just good everything.
What's her sign, DESHONE?
What is your
What,
sign?
you can't tell?
I want to say a Virgo.
Don't say it, please.
Damn it, I wish
I
you were
want
a Virgo like
Hootie.
me.
I want Hootie to guess.
What's my sign, Hootie?
It's one of these fiery signs.
You only get two choices.
You get two
Two
tries,
choices to get it going.
and then I'll tell you.
It feels like a Leo in
Yeah!
that chair. Come on, man. Come on, man.
That was perfect.
Come on.
I knew it.
That was very good.
I'm just a guy back
That
here,
was
man.
very, very good. Well, this really concludes our time
I had
together.
fun with y'all.
I thank you
Well,
so
it's
much.
morning
Really.
now.
I really thank you so much for coming out tonight and coming to play with us here
Yeah,
on Unapollagetic 2.0.
Starring
That's
DESHONE.
what they said. So always remember,
And he spilled Julio all over me.
Die.
you had to say it out loud. But always remember, you can catch the Fab Five on what? on Friday nights.
It's Unapologetic Ladies Night.
Oh, it's ladies' night.
On Friday?
Yes, you should be here.
Okay.
Okay, so she's gonna be there. So
What time? On Friday?
Yes, ma'am.
So she's gonna be there. I'm gonna make a special guest to be there as well. No, I'm just kidding. I'm off from babysitting, so I'll be there.
Yeah,
finally.
Yeah, right.
So I see you guys there. Don't forget. So that is on Friday nights. Do not forget, Sir Goodwin Live has moved from Monday nights
To Sunday.
to Sunday nights.
He feels like he's doing God's work.
This is from Kiki Jones, and I finally bested her. She says Kiki sounds like a Scorpio because she sounds freaky. You are wrong, Kiki
Yes,
Jones.
she's a Leo.
I beat you.
She's a Leo.
Finally.
She's a proud, strong woman.
Leo.
She's a Leo.
Mine.
So don't forget, on Sunday nights is Sir Goodwin Live. You can catch us on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, on every social media.
They said Snapchat,
platform.
but they ain't on
Snapchat as well. We are on Snapchat as well. We are on all social medias. We are on social, online, and on air. As I said before, buenos noches to everyone. Como estás? Dios te bendiga. Y gracias to every Spanish-speaking person who allowed us onto your devices tonight. This has been the wonderful Miss Wyatt, and this concludes our show. We'll
Before
see
we
her
get
on
out of
Friday
here,
night.
Angela always loves says, "See you Friday, Kiki."
Yes, we'll see you on Friday night.
Ladies and
Thank you,
gentlemen,
guys. Thank you, guys.
this has been Unapologetic 2.0 with TJ and DESHONE for about an hour and 59 minutes.
And let me
of
just say,
TJ.
can I just say, I will not be here next week, but my fill-in who will be here, who will be in this seat right here, is none other than the wonderful and most consecutive person on this show, the person who guessed your sign, Mr. Hooley. Will be,
Hooley, you gonna be
I'm
ready?
going to try to fill the role. I don't know if it's going to be the same show, but I'll be on the show.
But it's going to be on Wednesday night, and so he's going to do a great job. And we are signing off. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for coming to play. She came to play, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Unapologetic 2.0.
Great job.
Come on back next Wednesday. Y'all know what it is. Come back Friday and check out Sir Goodwin Live Sunday nights. Thank you to all who commented. Thank you to DESHONE. Thank you most importantly to the guest, Miss Kiara.
Tiara.
I had it right the first
That's
time.
why I say Miss Wyatt.
Single lady Wyatt. Fellas.